with another process video. Today I am going to be using the Bo Bunny's Petal Lane collection for my layout. This collection is so stinking pretty. I love it so much. I think this might be the first Bo Bunny collection I ever purchased, and I am actually quite happy I did. So I am starting out here showing you papers that I think I might use. I do not use all these papers, but I am showing them to you anyways. So while I'm doing this, let me tell you, I'm a little distracted right now. I just watched episode 8 of season 3 of Bosch. Does any of you guys, or do any of you guys watch Bosch? Oh my goodness. It's on Amazon Prime. And I just feel so sick in my stomach. I'm not going to give you any spoilers in case you haven't made it there, but I'm very sad right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this paper down. This is really pretty. It's kind of a watery colored pink with these white hearts on them. This one right here I'm going to use as a border. That pink one is going to sit on top of it, and I'm going to get it because I love this paper, and I think I only have one piece, and we can't have that. No wasting of it because it's so pretty. On the Scrap Gals podcast this week, they were talking about, Tracy was saying, I never gut paper. Really? Tracy, really? Anyways, I did because I love this paper. And I'm going to put it down right here. Now, you see how some of the edges of that, they're not really distressed. They have just a little bit of yellow on them. And I did try to cut out most of the yellow. I don't know why. I think at first I wasn't planning on using a lot of yellow, but it does change, and I do end up using quite a bit of yellow. I took this strip right here, and it's going to sit underneath the photo. These right here are some chipboard stickers from Pink Paisley, and it says, Love Your Laugh. And I'm going to stick those down about there. Of course, this is not my final place. Here I'm showing you these stickers from Bo Bunny, the same collection. And right here, when I first ripped this page, it was totally on accident, so I just went ahead and went with it. And I am going to roll those rips. I'm going to kind of roll them under like that so they look just a little bit neater. I don't mind messy and I don't mind ripped, but it was an accident. So we're just going to go with it and make it a intentional rolled tear. Put that down right there. I pulled out those chipboard pieces because I'm going to put, I thought I'd put several. I thought I'd make that like a banner over there, but that is not what I end up doing. That piece does stay there. That one on the left, and the other two are they're gonna go away. This is the ephemera pack for Bo Bunny, and it has got some ginormous pieces in it. I'm not sure how I'm going to be using those in the future, but I will find a way. I do put that piece right, I put underneath it. I can't remember what it says. It's like a medallion or something, but I ended up putting something else under there. Well, I wanted the rip to match, so I made another rip over on the bottom right. That one I obviously did on purpose. Here I take this yellow flower out. I am going to use that, but not right there. And there's a pink flower I am also going to use. Those two flowers, they just move down a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do up there at the top. I'm going to search and search and search, and I will eventually find another yellow flower that will go up at the top. I might have fussy cut the other flower out of a pattern paper. Actually, I can't quite remember right now. There it is right there. No, I guess it was a die cut piece. I'm not sure. I went and got my Tim Holtz Distressed ink in black soot, and I'm going to ink the edges of those die cut pieces. Trim that down just a little bit more. These photos are photos of Marissa, and if you see her face, oh my god, her face, it just cracks me up. Every time I pull out the camera, she makes these weird faces, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she says, well, this is how my mom showed me to hold my head and smile to get my picture taken because it makes my face look thinner and my chin look thinner. And I'm just like laughing. I'm like, you know what? I've not met her mom, but I love her mom because I can almost guarantee you she told her that to screw with her. And she probably gets a lot of amusement having Marissa make that face. I bet. So I thought that was pretty funny. I do have a label right down there I'm messing with right now. I'm going to pop it up on a little bit of foam tape so that it's can sit on top of that rip. There's also a chipboard banner underneath that label. And here I'm deciding exactly where I want the I love your laugh. So on this particular night, we were just laughing a lot because it was hilarious. She just kept doing that. That face. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. I'm going to pull out my roller date stamp and stamp the date on that label. It was May 13th, 2017. And I'm going to put it back in the same spot after I ink the edges of these die cut pieces. Okay, so I really, seriously, truly need to know if any of you guys watch Bosch. I have got to talk about this with somebody. My husband doesn't watch it, so I don't have anybody to talk to about. I've got to, if you watch Bosch, just let me know. We can talk about this. Season 3, Episode 8. Right here I'm putting down that chipboard banner, and I'm going to stick the label right there up on top of it. I do, like I said, pop it up on some foam tape, at least the right side of it. That banner does a pretty good job holding it right there. I am using that Scotch foam tape, so it's not super, super thick, just a little thick. I apparently had already stuck that down, and now I have to go back and ink the edges of it. So that is what I'm doing right here. Now that chipboard banner that ends up going right up there at the top, it does have 2 holes in it, so I am going to tie some crochet thread through there and make a little bow. Right there I put a piece of foam on the back of it, also so that it can sit up on top of those rolled, ripped pieces. Looks like I haven't done the bow yet, but I will. It's in front of me and I can see it. Right here I'm drawing some journaling lines, and this is kind of funny because when you come back and look at my journaling, you can tell where I drew the lines up at the top, and then the last 4 sentences kind of curve upward because I did not draw enough lines. So that's kind of funny when I look back at it. I wish I would have done the journaling a little different. I don't necessarily like the placement of it, but it's there and it's staying. Right there I put a little sticker over to the side. It says Delight. Here is the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black, and I am going to give that a little bit of a splatter around the page. Right here I'm just kind of ruffling up the edges a little bit, just kind of turning them up, giving it a little bit more dimension. I probably maybe should have, well, maybe not. I say I probably should have ran that 10 pulse distresser along the edges, but with them being rolled, I don't think that would have been a good idea. Here are some Spiegel Mom scrap sequins. I am going to pick out the yellow flowers, and I am going to tuck 3 on my page. Alright, that is the last thing I do to this layout. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.